A special friend said she'd like to meet some of the chickens in my garden. So on a fine spring day, I took my camera out into the garden to see who I could find. Here's a few chickens. Let's see who's here. This is Shirley. She's a highline. Highlines are one of the 2 varieties of commercial layers available in New Zealand. And here is Goodness. She's Shirley's sister and also a highline. They lay lots of big brown eggs. Shirley and Goodness are 2 years old. I did have a third one of the sisters called Mercy. They were a bit of a play on the words in the psalm, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life." But now, since Mercy died, I guess I'm merciless. You can see that this hen has much richer dark colour, almost mahogany. She's a Rhode Island red and her name is Rowena. Rowena is 1 year old and she also lays lots of big brown eggs. She's featured at the beginning and end of my video called Learn to Love Chicken Poo. And who's this standing in the shade by my feet? You can tell by her comb that she's a leghorn, but her colouring is an unusual black and white, a bit like a Plymouth Rock, but smudgier. Opal and my rooster Cambridge are actually a colour called cuckoo. I really like the cuckoo leghorns, and I've just hatched 11 of them. Opal and Cambridge are both 1 year old, and Opal lays big eggs that are almost white, just slightly pearly. Whoops, here's Opal's sister Isabella. She's also a leghorn, of course, but she didn't get the cuckoo colour. However, I really like her colour too. It's an amazing subtle pattern, a bit like a pale version of a silver duckling. Isn't she pretty? And she lays lots of big pure white eggs. Here comes Liza. Liza is a breed called Light Sussex, but she's not a light chook. She's hefty. Liza is just over 1 year old, and she lays medium-sized, creamy-coloured eggs. With that black necklace and tail, she's a stunning-looking lady. Now over here in this little group is my oldest chook. Her name is Gonzo, and she's just coming up to 7 years old. She got that name because she looks a little bit funny with her huge top knot. Gonzo is an Araucana, and when she lays eggs, they are small and they have blue shells. But she's so old now, she hardly lays any eggs at all. I have another Araucana called Aria. She's just under 1 year old. I hatched her hoping I might get another one like Gonzo, but Aria doesn't have such a big top knot. However, she also lays small blue eggs. It's rather fun to have blue eggs. You might have noticed that some of the varieties of chickens in New Zealand look a little different to the way they do overseas. That's because we have a very limited variety of chickens in New Zealand, and we're not allowed to import any more, so we have to work with what we've got. Just behind Aria is one of my white shavers. It's odd to see just one. I have 2 of them and they usually go round together like twins. Here's the other one. I call them Gillette and Remington, or Remy for short. They even like to pose together like twins. Come on, eyes front. And now face left. That'll do. What a couple of poses. They're just 8 months old, but already laying well. They lay white eggs. Now this is one of my favourite breeds, a Wyandotte. Lots of Wyandottes have a lacy pattern to their feathers, with each feather outlined in a different colour, usually in black. But Margie is a colour called buff-laced, or more accurately, white-laced buff. That means each feather is outlined in white. So pretty. And this funny-looking thing is called Fling. And yes, she is called Fling because she is a funny-looking thing. She's a breed called Houdan, and they all have this big top knot that covers up most of their face, and lots of them are this black and white colour. She's nearly a year old, and her eggs are quite small, but she lays most days. I like her small eggs for my breakfast. Well, it's nearly the end of the day, and everyone is heading back to the hen house for the night. So that's some of the chickens in my garden right now. I hope you enjoyed meeting them. Thanks for watching.